Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. So, as you can see in front of me, I have my wand molds, and I was asked to make a special wand for someone. Not going to tell you who that is yet, just in case this doesn't turn out. But this is the wand that they requested. I've already went in and brushed these particular spots, and their request was blue for the ends of them. Now, this one, I was testing a color because I wanted to see. I haven't used these colors in such a long time. I got them from Temu many months ago and haven't used them. And so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and brush this one just to see what they look like. And so then what I did is I only brushed it part of the way down, and then I used my Into Resin glazed orange and faded it into the end just to see what it looks like. Now, so she wants the end of this, and what we're going to do is, because when I made these wands for the Girl Scouts, I got so many comments telling me that these are supposed to go together. So we're going to make two of them exactly the same, and we're going to see if they fit together. So, so she wants the end to be glow in the dark blue, and then she wants this to be a transparent blue jewel. Now, I made these gold because when I was doing the Girl Scout ones, these looked really good with gold. And I used the Let's Resin Gold Chrome Powder. And the blue is called Cause 7. Don't know why. And then in here, there are leaves on there. And so I used the Cause 9, which is a blue-green shift. So, and I left these blank because to me it looks like rope going around the wand. So we're going to put brown in these because that's the color she wants the wand to be. And then these we're just going to make black because I just want to see what it looks like. So, okay. So now the task at hand is to make these glow in the dark blue. So we're going to have to use UV resin because this has got to be cured. These 4 things have to be cured before we can put those in there. So glow in the dark blue. I do have a little bit of sky blue and a little bit of blue from Let's Resin. So I think I'm just going to use the sky blue from Let's Resin. And we're going to use, you know what I haven't used yet, and that is the Resiners UV resin. So let's try that today. I know I'm waiting for something from them to come, but let's test it out today. And so this is the 250 gram UV resin from Resiners. Never used their UV resin before. So let's try it out today. Okay, so my table's a mess because of all this color. So let's go ahead and put a little bit, you know what, my light from the window might be a problem. Let me cover up my window fluorescence. I need enough for both ends. If I have extra, I can just toss it into another one. Gosh, I don't know. I don't think that's enough. That should be maybe, hopefully. I don't think so. Those are pretty deep little gem spaces. I'd rather have too much than not enough, because it's hard to remix a color. So I'm just gonna, this resin is quite clear, very clear. All right. Okay, now I want to show you guys when I was making those 100 wands before, because it was taking so long, I had to try to figure out a way to block this so that the UV wouldn't run into the rest of the wand. So I had a ton of these silicone spatulas. So what I did is I drew and made it so that it fit the end of this. And so then I was able to stick it down at the end of this and block that off and hold it. And then I was able to pour my UV in there, but I had to do it in layers. So I was able to hold that down there. So now I'm going to show you how I did that. So let me turn this sideways. And I'll end up having to rebrush that, but it's okay. So basically, I just stick that down inside there like that. It fits in there, and I press it up against that edge, and it keeps that UV resin from running. Let me get my flashlight over here because I'm going to need it. And then I just pour my first layer in there, just like that. And then I hold the flashlight. Just like that. Isn't that cool? So there's that. I'll finish this one with you, and then I'll just do that one on my own, so you don't have to sit through all of this. So we're going to wipe this off. I'm going to move this up here so it's out of the way. I don't spill it. And we're going to mix up some transparent, and I'm going to use the Octopus Fluid Alcohol Ink Sapphire. Same thing, except I'm not going to mix so much up. I think I'm going to put a pinch of these Chameleon Flakes Violet Aqua. Find some tweezers here. I find that's the best way to add these. And I'm going to do this over here, so I'm still with you. Just give me a minute. Stuff goes everywhere. So that's going to give that a little character. That little stone down there. Pretty, huh? Like I said, this is a special request, so I want to make it as special as possible. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to spritz just a little alcohol. Now we're going to put this in here, just like we did the other end. Stuff that baby in there. And here we go. Okay, there's that. And when I take that out, I'll have to do a little bit of sanding on that. Not a problem. All right, so there you go. There you have it. So that is how I do those. So I am going to get this one done, get some resin mixed up, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay? BRB.
A few moments
okay,
later.
y'all, welcome back. Got everything done, and I had lots of the glow in the dark left over. So I just poured it in one of these wands, and my resin is mixing up. So I thought what I would do, we're going to use this bronze by Recollections for our main color, but I thought for those rope things in there, I thought maybe we would brush those. Let me turn my fan off because I was using it to cool down that resin, that UV resin. I thought maybe we would brush those with this brown color just to give them a little color. Plus I need to fix the gold on the ends. You guys know how meticulous I am about this stuff. So let me get this done. You don't need to watch me do this. And then I'll come back when it's time to pour the brown inside there. Okay. Then we get to wait for them to cure. Okay, BRB. Okay, y'all. I didn't think it was going to take that long to brush the brown though, so, and my resin's starting to heat up, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one poured, so that way I can disperse some of this resin. And we're just going to pour this really slow, because I did end up with quite a few bubbles in my wands. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time. Just let that flow. I don't want to overfill them. Like I did that one. Oh boy. Now we're going to do this one. Spritz this again. So can't decide, should I underfill this one? Or should I just take some out of this one? Oh, goodness. Okay. What a mess. And I still have to brush that one. Just got to make sure I get enough in this tip because now, should I pour some on the back of these and let them have brown backgrounds? And glows on the front. I mean, I've got enough resin. As well, right? Or at least on one of them. I'll just maybe put just a little bit in this one. Just so that it meets in the middle. Got plenty of resin here, but I do have a mold over here that I need to fill up. And it's a cat, so, and it's from clear back when I was doing the wands. Okay. All right. All right. So let me get this brushed and get it filled up. And then we will be back on demold and see how easy these are to put together. Or if they can be. Okay? All right. We'll see you guys on demold. Bye.
A few moments later.
Okay, y'all, welcome back. These are ready to come out. Thank you, Alexa. So let's see how these come out. Let's take these ones out first. Pray there's no bubbles. These molds have definitely been used. There's one. There's that one. I mean, we might as well take these glow-in-the-dark ones out too. Hopefully, there's no bubbles. We'll save the best ones for last. Oh, cool. No bubbles. So then you would put those together like that. Did I put them together right? No. It goes like this. Right? Yeah. So that doesn't work because if you look at them when you flip them the other direction, they're not the same way. I mean, you could probably file them, you know, to make it work, but they're opposites. They don't go the same way when you flip them. And I'll bet that's the way those are going to be too. So we'll have to see if when I glue them together, if I'll be able to, these are still a little sticky. I'm going to stick them underneath the UV resin light. Hopefully that brown doesn't make those look funky. Okay, so let's look at these. Because I think when you turn them the opposite direction, they're opposites. These edges off of here. So when you flip them, see what I'm saying? They're opposites. So they don't go together at all. Now if they were like this, then yeah, they would work, but they're not. So they don't go together. So there's your answer, y'all. They don't go together. So there you go. There you have it. So there's those with the orange and the blue. Those are kind of cool. All right. Well, that answers that question. So these will have to be separate. So at least we have two. Oh, wow. No bubbles at all. Yay. I am so happy with that. I can trim those, file those. And then I'm going to put glow in the dark, I think, in that. Let me see how this one looks. Or maybe a gemstone. That would be kind of cool too. No bubbles in this one too. Yay! Get my nippers here because this one was definitely an overpour. Perfect. So that is kind of cool. And then I'll need to put some gold on that because it kind of missed it just a little bit. So which one do we think is the best? Because these won't go together either, or will they? I'll have to file those. This might, but I don't know because it's the opposite. So, I mean, this has got an edge on there. I'll need to file. Both of them do. And I might be able to use my new Let's Resin machine for that. But, I mean, if you look at them, they're not the same. It's opposite. God, that resin went right in my mouth. See how it's opposite? Now, if it was this way, it would be exact. So no, they don't. They don't go together. So which one do we like the best? They both look good. I think I like this one best because this one ended up with some bubbles in the UV resin part of it. It's right down there, which I guess is fine, but, and so did this. This one did not, and this one did not. So where's my UV lamp? It's kind of a little sticky, just a little. But I'm going to see if I have a gemstone big enough to fit in that space right there, or something big enough to fit in that space. since I don't have any way doing that right at this moment because it's so late at night. And plus I'll I'll figure out something for the center of this to put in there to make that look really cool. And then I just have extras of these that I just need to put something on the back. So what do you guys think about that blue and that orange? It's kind of cool, huh? I can't believe I didn't get any bubbles. It's amazing. All right. Well, I will see you guys in the morning, and we'll get these finished, and I'll figure out what I want to put in the center of that. I might have another idea since I don't have a stone to put in the middle of that. So, yeah. All right. We'll see you in the morning. Okay. Night.
A few moments later.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back. I've been busy this morning sanding, and so I wanted to bring you guys back so I can show you the last bit of this sanding, and then we're going to do some polishing. I have went through all of the grits, and as you can see, I have gotten rid of all of that extra. Shoot, I can't hang on to it. It's so slick. All that extra on the back of there. I have made something for this. And right now we are on 1,000. It doesn't take much to do this. So, and I'm using it this way this time. And so I'm going to click that on there, and I'm using it on power 1 because you don't need much force to do this. So we're going to go ahead and get going on this one. And then I'm just going to go to 2,000 or 1,500 and then 2,000 because we're going to polish it after that. So, whoops. Meant to hit that. And I'm just going to spray the back of this because the pads are already wet. I wetted them down already. So, cleaned with tape, and I'll do that when I'm done. So first we're going to put UV resin on the back, and I am going to use my Resiners for that. I'm really liking this UV resin. Pretty good. So I'm going to get my lamp out here and make sure all my devices are on here. If I would have filled these up to begin with, thinking that they were going to go together, then not go together, then I wouldn't have to do this. So I'll show you here what I made to put in the center of that thing. What I did was I used my cabochon mold, and I used UV resin, and I mixed in some of my into resin. What's my favorite mix for into resin? My glazed Tiffany. And I made me a little cabochon, and it fits in there perfect. So we're going to put that in there. I'm just going to glue it in. I'm not going to use UV resin because the light won't be able to get through it. So we're going to glue it in there. Perfect. All right. So this will go right there. Now, isn't that cool? So I'm going to glue that in there. And voila, it's done. So Marva, you're going to have to let me know what you think about this. This is your wand. I do need to, once that dries, I just need to fix a couple spots on the gold, but I can do that off camera. And then I just need to fix that one bubble right there. So yeah, let's see how this end glows. Let me turn off some lights here on my remote. Alexa, turn off craft room. And of course I've got light coming in through the window, but ha, look at that. So your end glows blue like you wanted. And of course the other end is blue. I'd have to put it in the sun for a while to get it charged up. I did use the Let's Resin Sky Blue. So yeah. So there is your wand, Miss Marva. I think it turned out spectacular. Alexa, turn on craft room. I love it. So I'll get everything fixed up on the gold part, and I will get pictures and put it at the end of the video. Thank you, Alexa. And put it at the end of the video. And yeah, big project, but we got her done. I love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, y'all. Well, there is Marva's, what is it? Lord of the Rings wand. Although I was really hoping that maybe the two would fit together, but it does answer the question. So for all of you that were saying that they fit together, they don't. So it's just a simple one piece. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'll get some pictures, put it at the end of the video. Marva, let me know what you think about your wand, and I will get it out to you. Yeah. All right, everyone. Remember, stay curious, stay creative, and always stay positive. And we'll see you tomorrow for coasting through the week. Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.